Hey everybody, JCB here at The Awesomest, and you're watching The Awesomest YouTube channel. So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be watching some very old videos that I posted on YouTube a long time ago. Now I know a lot of YouTube creators have done this kind of thing where they watch like their very first video that they posted, years ago, and they react to it. And that's always fun, and I haven't ever done that, and I might do that someday. I pretty much still remember my first video. I haven't watched it in years, but it was 6 Odd Things About Ghostbusters. It's still on my channel. If I remember correctly, it shows where the channel was going, and it's got funny moments, and you can really see what I was trying to accomplish, and it's decent, but there's like technical errors with editing and things like that that I wouldn't be happy with today, and I'm certainly wouldn't be happy with if I watched it today, even though I made it a long time ago. That said, that's not what we're doing today. Today, we're watching videos from my personal YouTube account that I posted, some of them years and years before I had an actual YouTube channel. Most of them I posted before I had an actual YouTube channel. Some of them are private videos that are unlisted, that I made either to show somebody something or because I wanted to preserve some kind of memory or something like that. And some of them are weird, wacky things that I made because I thought this should exist in the world. Why I'm doing this today is because after I do this video, I'm going to actually delete all of these videos off of my personal account. The reason being, I am a teacher, as you know. I'm about to start a brand new school year with brand new students, and every single year, the kids will Google me, and they always come back with, why do you have so many weird videos on your YouTube channel? And I'm thinking, The Awesomest, not realizing they don't know what that exists, and they're finding my Joshua Bartel YouTube channel. And it's just got weird random stuff. Nothing offends them, nothing like inappropriate or anything, just weird stuff. So we're gonna go through some of that weird stuff, and you can take a look at it, and then it's gonna be gone forever. So this will be the last documented instance of these videos ever being played. So I hope you enjoy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first one. Okay, so this first one is actually a commercial for this channel that you're watching right now. This was filmed in mid-July. It was after we came back from my honeymoon to the Bahamas. My channel, The Awesomest, was already in full swing. I'd started in January of 2015. This is July of 2015 when I posted this video. And the idea at the time was I had right about somewhere between like 50 and 60 subscribers on this channel. And I thought I should be able to get to 100 by the end of the year. Like by December 31st. I should have 100 subscribers. Like, if I can't do that, I just need to quit now, because 100 subscribers is not that big a deal. Heck, on my personal channel, I had 50 subscribers. And I think today it's like 60 on my personal channel, which is still very weird to me. So I was like, if my personal channel can get 50 subscribers without me even trying, I ought to be able to get 100 on a channel where I'm actually trying and putting out weekly content. So I decided I'm going to try to get to 100 subscribers by December 31st. And why not reach out to those weirdos who subscribe to me on my personal channel and ask them to also subscribe to The Awesomest. And some of them did because of this video. Some of you out there watching right now potentially subscribed to this channel because you saw this video on my personal channel. So let's go ahead and give it a watch. Hey everybody, Josh here, the guy whose channel you're subscribed to for some reason. This is my personal YouTube account. And I never intended it to be anything people actually watch. It's mostly private home videos and a couple weird things that I decided should exist, so I might as well be the one who posts them online. I never expected there to be so many people subscribed to this, though. I checked it today, and I was actually really astonished by how much activity this channel has. A couple 100,000 views when combined all together. I want to point out these are now the Beyonce rocks that I'm at. The rocks that Beyonce filmed parts of the Lion King music video. I talked about this in an earlier video. This is where I got married. It's called the Horseman Center. It's in Apple Valley, California. We rented the whole park for like $600. Like, it was cheap. And it was a great location. Like, we really enjoyed the time we spent there for our wedding. But yeah, today they're kind of known as like the Beyonce rocks, but I'm sure we'll go back to just being the Horseman Center in a couple months.
I do have an actual YouTube channel that you should subscribe to. It's called The Awesomest, and you can find a link to that channel in the description below or on an annotation somewhere around here.
I should explain this to the real little kids who weren't on YouTube when annotations were a thing. So annotations were basically a way for you to put text on the screen that was clickable. It could take you to another website or another video or what have you. And people generally used a red square with white text to kind of mimic the YouTube branding in a way. Though you could do just about any color or style you wanted. Red and white was like the most commonly seen. So the joke here is I can put the annotation anywhere, but it's blocking my face. So annotations aren't even a thing anymore, though, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
I'm sure. So just click that and go subscribe to my actual YouTube channel, because that's where most of my actual videos will be posted from this point forward. I don't really plan on using this account for anything other than watching videos. So, I mean, I'll leave the videos that are there on here. There's no reason for me to take them down or anything, but
there is now, so they're going to be deleted here really soon.
You're not going to get any new updates unless you subscribe to my new channel. You get the idea. Subscribe to my actual channel and you'll get new stuff if you like my kind of comedy and weirdness and things that are going on, because there's actually planned and somewhat scripted videos on that channel, and this is just crazy random weirdness. So, and if no more crazy random weirdness, it's done. So, yeah. What are you still doing here? Click that link. Subscribe. Do it now.
That video had 42 views. So you're one of the few people who have actually seen that video. Congratulations. Yeah, I did make it to 100 subscribers. I think by midnight on December 31st, I was at like 105 or something like that. So I did make it to my goal. Oh, man, the old days of starting the channel. It was hard to get anybody to watch. It still really is, but it was really hard back then. Holy cow. Moving on. In December of 2014, I hadn't yet started my YouTube channel. I started in January 2015. So a month before, on my birthday, my wife and I took like a little mini vacation between the 21st of December and the 24th of December to Las Vegas. It had been planned months in advance. We almost canceled it because we had a whole bunch of other stuff going on, which I might talk about a little more in depth at a later date. But basically, we had foster kids moving with us. And so we were going to cancel. We were like, we've already spent all this money on this hotel and this vacation, and so we get someone to watch the kids, and we'll go. So we went, and watching this now, because I remember what the hotel room was like. It probably wasn't anything super extravagant. I've since stayed in nicer hotels than this, but at the time, I was making probably $10 an hour at my job. And I had never made more than that at a job, and so anytime I had stayed in a hotel, it was always like the most economic hotel you can get. Like, you walk in the door, there's a bathroom here, there's a bed there, a TV there, and a window there, and that's your whole room. So this hotel just like kind of blew our minds, and so we actually were like texting like our friend, like, holy cow, this hotel that we booked is amazing, and they wanted a video. That's why this video exists. I give like a video tour of our hotel room for our friend. I posted it on YouTube unlisted, sent the link to her so she can see it. But anyway, it might still be interesting. I haven't watched this since then.
And a full sink with a coffee pot.
That kitchen is nicer than my house's kitchen. Holy cow.
And a microwave and a dishwasher. And it's got a whole table here with a hot babe.
Aww.
And that door goes into the other side of this like suite, where
like
if you have a
conjoined
stain
rooms.
here, you can open that up and it goes in the other room. Yeah, with the whole kitchen and bathrooms and everything else over there too. It's more like a normal hotel room though, like a normal extended stay. This is the...
Yeah, we had access to that too, and we had originally thought about maybe bringing our daughter with us. But then once we were in the situation where we had all of these kids at our house, it was like, we can't just take her. That's not really nice to the other children, so we made the decision not to take any of them. They just had a babysitter, but yeah, it was like this 2 hotel rooms worth of space, but we didn't even use that side of it.
Living room area with TV.
It was like a special deal. We didn't have suddenly have a bunch of money.
If you can see that, it looks cool at night. And here we have the master bedroom with the...
I want to point out this master bedroom is basically the size of the hotel room we had in San Francisco. Just this master bedroom section is the size of our entire hotel room in San Francisco.
Another TV, and a closet, and window, and 2 lamps. And then in here we have the bathroom. 2 sinks.
This bathroom's nicer than my bathroom at my house too.
Cool 2-headed shower with glass doors. And then through this door we have a toilet, and that, and another sink, and a shower like the normal hotel. And then come in here, and we have a washer and dryer unit along with some cleaning supplies.
It's like a nice apartment.
And then we're back here at the front door.
Yeah.
And that's the whole shebang.
Aw, look at my bed. So pretty. So yeah, like people who I've known who have nice apartments, often their apartment wasn't as nice as this hotel room was. So it really was kind of like a really nice apartment. It was cool. Fun trip. So you guys remember the whole iPhone 6 Plus bend gate issue? That's where this video is from. This is that general time period.
It's really great in the hand, very lightweight. At first I thought the screen was kind of too big, but I think after using it for a few days, I wonder how I ever used a smaller phone. Let me.
So there were a lot of tech YouTubers at the time. YouTubers that I really like MKBHD, that, hi guys, this is Austin. Forget what his name is. And they were all doing these like really similar reviews where it's like the iPhone 6 Plus, it's really big, and at first I thought it was too big, but now I'll never go back. Oh my god, but it bends, and like all of these videos just freaking everywhere. So I was just kind of just making fun of that with this video.
Flip it over on the
It's
back
actually
here and,
cut
yeah,
out
so
of the
it's
magazine.
a really nice device.
They thought it would be clever for their advertisement to have the iPhone on, like, here's what the new iPhone looks like, and then we turn the page, like, that's what the back of the iPhone looks like. So I cut it out. You can tell, obviously.
It works really, actually it's kind of crappy. Phone reception is not great. The other thing is it does bend, as you can see. It bends quite a bit, actually. Bends really far. So that does kind of suck. Also, the touch capability is not great. At first I thought maybe I got ripped off by that guy who sold this to me, but I'm glad now that I've seen other people's YouTube videos about them able to bend their phone, I guess I didn't get ripped off, so I'll just deal with the crappy reception and everything, I guess. But yeah, other than that, this is the iPhone 6 Plus. Pretty cool.
Stupid. So that video had 142 views. So this one's another one of those things where, like, I feel like this is a video that should exist out there somewhere. Why doesn't it exist? I guess I'll make it exist. Meghan Trainor's, I think it's Meghan Trainor, all about that bass, parentheses, no treble, right? This isn't a video so much as it's just audio. I decided, what would it sound like if you got rid of all the treble in the song? And so using a bunch of audio plugins, not a bunch, a couple of audio plugins, and Sonar, I stripped all the treble out of the song that I could and posted it, and the video doesn't really change. It's just this one screenshot, but the audio is what's different. And immediately, like as soon as I uploaded it, it got a copyright strike and like a claim against it, and I didn't know that ad revenue was turned on for my channel. Like I used it for uploading random crap. Like I didn't know that any kind of advertiser was running on anything. Like I just hadn't even considered it at this point. And all of a sudden I had a copyright strike, and like Universal Music was claiming the rights to the song and stuff, and I was just like, oh, okay, no problem. So I'm only gonna play like 3 seconds so you can hear what it sounds like with no treble. But I don't want to play more than that because I'm afraid I'll get a copyright strike on this channel for this same video. So here we go. Very basic. That video has 42,461 views. So that's a lot. I put, considering the main hook of the song, I decided to post what it would sound like if she were literally all about that bass and no treble. You need at least a little treble. That is very true. It's very, very true. The best part is that the bass in this song is rather disappointing. I feel like I'm in the back of the club and don't know how to feel about it. I'm pleased that this exists. The lyrics are so dumb. Set the speed to -50. Instant vaporwave. Let's try that. Speed -50. That's interesting. Moving on. So these next few videos are all kind of similar. Holy crap. You don't need the sound, it's just music. The next few videos are all kind of similar. These are all videos that I filmed on my phone while my wife and I, who was only my girlfriend at the time, she might have only been, yeah, just my girlfriend. I don't think I had proposed at this point, 4th of July. I hadn't, I didn't propose until August. Anyway, whenever we take like a short road trip somewhere, I would always film just like a bunch of clips of us out and about doing this stuff. And then Google has this cool thing where it makes an auto awesome, and it basically takes what it thinks are the most interesting parts of your journey, stitches them all together automatically into a video. Hey look, fireworks footage. I record fireworks footage because it was 4th of July. Nobody ever watches fireworks footage after they record it, but I gotta say, this can't, that's blurry as hell. I was gonna say it looks pretty good, but no. Moving on. This video is very similar. This time we were going to Heart Rock. That last video we went to Lake Gregory for the 4th of July. It's up in Crestline, California. So is Heart Rock. Heart Rock's right there by Crestline. As I said, I like to do this a lot. I wasn't really thinking about anybody ever seeing this. I just posted these unlisted for me to watch. Aw, look at her. And what was I gonna say? Oh, so these videos all had like 2 views, because like I watched it once and then I shared it to Ash, like, hey, check out my video, it's so cool, oh my god. Look at this 2014 era footage. So Heart Rock, there's markers along the path to Heart Rock that all have blue hearts painted on them. There's my brother Justin. That leads you right to the Heart Rock. And the Heart Rock is a rock that water has cut the shape of a heart out into it. All the runoff from the melting snow just kind of flows right through that area and created this rock with a heart-shaped hole in it. That's pretty cool. It's a nice, easy hike out there. If you go the right time of year, water's still flowing through it. But when we went, the water was down to more of a drizzle, as you'll see here in a second. And it wasn't going through the heart anymore. It was just kind of going off to the side. So there's not much actually flowing through it, but you can see there's still water going. It's still a nice, pleasant place to go and visit. There's always people like panning for gold and stuff out there. But yeah, it's just a fun little hike, nice and easy. Some fun stuff to see and do, and just had a great time doing it. Mainly, I was just super impressed with this technology at the time of being able to stitch together all these random moments. On the way back, we stopped at this cliffside. This used to be a restaurant called the Cliffside, I think. And we kind of stopped because it was just like this huge cliff, and, just gorgeous. So we went on like a little hike out to the edge and kind of sat there for a little bit, took some pictures, took some video, as you can see. There were some people out there like rock climbing. I don't know if I got video of them, but they were like rock climbing right here on the edge of this cliff. And it's like, if you fall, like you'd have time to think about how dumb of a mistake you made, because that's all trees down there. That's not grass. There, right there, those people. They were like literally like going to propel down the side of the rock, and it was just crazy. Anyway, people do it, and like more power to you if you're able to, but I could never do that. I'm way too clumsy. I can't get downstairs. Anyway, moving on to the next video. This video is very similar, but we went to Magic Mountain. So some work friends of ours decided that Ashlyn was super stressed or something happened, and they wanted to be really nice, so they gave us something. We already had season passes. I think they literally gave her cash in an envelope, or were like, go to Magic Mountain, have a fun day, don't come into work. And this is August 2014, so Twisted Colossus wasn't out yet. They were about to tear down Colossus. So we went one last trip to go ride Colossus, and I filmed just a whole bunch of footage. And I think I've used some of this footage in my Awesomeness videos since, because I knew I had footage to use. We went on this day, had a blast. It was a little busy. Like the line for Roaring Rapids was just like freaking huge. I remember waiting in that line for like a really long time. Yeah, right there. I never really mind waiting in lines with her though. That's when you know you have the right person. Like if you don't mind standing still with them in a line of people, you know you got the right person. This is Full Throttle Sports Bar, or Full Throttle Saloon, whatever they call it. Oh, that's where that picture came from. I used that picture in my top 10 things Six Flags Magic Mountain should do. The very first one that I posted. That's cool. That's where that picture came from. Cool. Anyway, yeah, the Full Throttle Saloon was like brand new back then. That's all I want to say about that. That video's got 26 views. Yeah, we recorded that video so we could show our friend who had given us the day off, basically, to go have fun, that we actually went, and that Ashlyn didn't work from home instead of going into work, because that's the kind of thing she would do. If you knew my wife, you know she would be like, oh yeah, sure, I'm going to take the day off and go have fun, and then just keep working. This video requires a little bit of explanation, because, first of all, for you kiddos, Windows 8 was horrible. Windows 8 was a piece of garbage. It had that stupid like tile design. It's called Metro or something like that. And for 8.1, Microsoft fixed it. Everything's great now. They posted these videos called A First Look at Windows 8.1 about how awesome it is now. Please stop telling everybody not to upgrade to Windows 8. It's amazing now. And it was such a ridiculous video that had like no actual fixes to anything that people were actually upset about, that I decided to parody it. And I just took their video and I did a dub. Like I just talked over this guy's voice as if he was making completely different points. I won't show the whole thing because it's 6 minutes, or no, it's 4 minutes 20 seconds long. So I'll show you some bits and pieces though.
Hi, my name is Jensen Harris from the Windows Beautification team. Today we're going to show you some cool new features from the Windows 8.1 preview. This is the brand new lock screen. It shows pictures, and this is my little girl. She's so cute. So the new lock screen actually shows a bunch of pictures, just random pictures from the internet. These are Google image searches. I mean Bing searches, not Google searches. So here's the new start screen. It has some new revolutionary cosmetic technology. For instance, we have different size boxes now. Nobody else is doing this. Instead of just regular size boxes, we now also have bigger boxes. That way you can show more pictures on your already cluttered desktop. Plus we have these smaller boxes here, and they're not at all like Windows desktop icons. So down here, I want to show you this cool new feature we have here. It's right here. No. Where the fuck is it? Fuck. Alright, let me just try to delete this here. Just delete that. And, God damn it. Okay, I don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm going to delete this though. Just delete this one. And let's see, I want to get rid of this one and this one. Who needs all this shit on their start screen anyway? So we drag this to the trash can, which is going to be right over... Where the fuck is it? Oh, great. That's great. Jesus Christ. Yeah, just put that right on the desktop. One other thing you could do now, which should have been part of the original Windows 8, was you could make your start screen background the same as your desktop background. That should have been there originally. My bad. One of my favorite new features from Windows 8.1 is the new search feature. Basically, instead of trying to figure out how to reinvent the file system so that you can find all your shit, we said fuck it and just make them search for it.
That's true.
So now you can look for Marilyn Monroe porn, or
that's exactly what they did. Was they basically decided File Explorer is complicated, so just give them a search bar, and then they added like web results to the results that were on your computer. So when you're like, I think this is it, you didn't really know if you were clicking on something that was on your computer or on the internet. It was very, very strange. It's really stupid.
I don't know what is on my computer right now. So Windows 8.1 has this SkyDrive thing. I think it's like a server you upload all your shit onto. But then when you want to look at it later, you got to re-download it. It's kind of weird. So there's also this part here where you can find stuff that's actually on your computer, which is where I recommend you put all your stuff. Because really, why do you want to keep downloading the same pictures over and over again? It seems kind of dumb. So as you can see, Windows 8 doesn't actually work any better than it did. It just looks a little bit better.
Moving on. That video had 698 views. For this video, I need to explain this a little bit. So it says 7:09 p.m. there. So there was this weird bug with the Samsung Galaxy S4. So when you push the button on your lock screen, like it shows you what time it is, right? And you turn it off, And then when you do it again, it shows you what time it is, right? Like, that's how normal phones work. Even at the time when I posted this video, that's how phones worked. And still work to this day. But there was this weird bug where when you turn the screen off, the next time you turn it on, it would show whatever time it was when you turned it off. So at the beginning of the video, it was 7:09 p.m. No matter how much time had passed in between, when you first turned the phone back on, it would still show 7:09 p.m. for like a second or two is all. But that's fast enough if all you're doing is, what time is it? Oh, okay. Like, it would be that fast. And I got in trouble a couple of times. Once at work, because I thought I had a couple hours to finish a project. I thought it was 10 in the morning still because I looked at my clock and it said 10 something, but really it was closer to like 1 something. So that happened. And then one time my boss sent me to go get his lunch, and I only had a 20-minute lunch break. So my boss sent me to go get his lunch, and it was somewhere I didn't really want to eat, but I was like, fine, I'll get your lunch. So I got his lunch, brought it back to him, checked my phone. Oh, I still got 10 minutes left. I didn't still have 10 minutes left. It was actually time for me to be back. But because I checked my phone and it still said it was like 12:10, it was just a big thing. So I ended up being late for lunch because I went to go get food for myself like right next door, and it was just a disaster. Anyway, it was this big bug that was going on, and I'll skip ahead so you can see what happens when I turn the phone back on. It had been 2 minutes, 17 seconds or so before I turned the phone back on already. So when you see when I turn it on, 7:09. Then it goes to 7:11. It's a split second. But it's long enough for you to be like, what time is it? Cool. And still think it's way earlier in the day. So I posted the thing. It got 18,213 views. So apparently a lot of people had this problem. And the comment section were filled with people. It's kind of a mix between who cares, just wait a little longer, and people saying, yeah, why is this like such a basic thing not fixed? Like, it's a clock. Duh. Anyway, so that's that video. Moving on. So this one requires a little bit of an explanation. If you know what Game Grumps is, you probably know what Game Grumps Animated are. So Game Grumps is like a Let's Play show with JonTron and Eagle Raptor, and it was basically just a podcast. They would talk about like anything they wanted to, but while playing video games. And it was really popular. I don't know if it's still going or not, but it was really super popular for a very long time. I used to watch every episode, and Game Grumps Animated would take like audio clips from the show, and they would animate like what they imagined the situation to be based on the dialogue. So I made a couple of them, which you'll now watch. And this is the last one that I made. I did all the art myself, like drawing what they look like and all that stuff. I was using Video Vegas to animate this, which is the worst software in the world for animating. It's not meant for animating. And like the drawing of Aaron that I did is kind of squished a little bit, as you'll see. But anyway, here we go.
All it was a flash of a Burger King employee, and all I did was make his mouth move. He was like, ding, fries are done, ding, fries are done. I gotta run, I work at Burger King picking something up, but I'm a paper hat. Would you like that apple pie with that? Would you like an apple pie with that?
I remember.
I was there when Numa came through the portal. I was there. I saw it.
You were standing behind him in his computer?
Standing behind him in his computer. Yeah, that took hours to make. 24 seconds. Took hours to make. 766 views. Moving on. This is another Game Grumps Animated.
Fuck off, Yoshi. Fuck off, Yoshi! Fuck off, Yoshi! Fuck off! Fucking bullshit ass Yoshis!
That's it. That's the whole thing. Again, 14 seconds. Took hours to make. 2,112 views though, so hey, that's pretty good. Yeah, I didn't own Adobe Flash. I had no way of making Flash videos. Moving on. Another Game Grumps Animated.
Fucking Luigi's house. Mario! I'm over here, Luigi. Okay.
I'm in the bathroom, don't come in! What? I'm in the bathroom!
A bump!
Yeah, I'm taking a pump!
Got the laugh animations mixed up.
Are you fixing the pipes, Mario?
More like the opposite.
Stupid. 9,127 views. Jesus Christ. It took me like 9,000 hours to make that piece of crap. Moving on. This one also requires some explanation. So, 2012, Mitt Romney versus Barack Obama. As you guys know, I don't post political content or anything on my channel. The worst I've ever gotten was net neutrality, which is an issue I am very passionate about. I don't care what side of the aisle you fall on the internet, should be free and open to everybody. Anyway, that said, during the 2012 campaign, it was kind of a meme that Mitt Romney wanted to kill Big Bird, and it was because he wanted to defund PBS. And he said in the debate something about like, oh, I love Big Bird, but we can't blah, 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 whatever. So it became like a big deal. Mitt Romney's going to kill Big Bird. So I'm a big Jay and Silent Bob fan. Kevin Smith's kind of like a fanboy when it comes to Star Wars. It gets kind of annoying, but I'm a big Kevin Smith and Jay Muse fan when it comes to like movies like Dogma and Clerks 2 and all this stuff. Like, they're funny. They're pretty decent movies. That said, I decided to make this mashup to kind of like, I don't know, capitalize on the meme that was going around at the time, I guess. Anyway, took a long time. Hope you enjoy it. It's about to be deleted.
Hey, Big Bird! Ready for the count again?
Oh, sure. That sounds like fun.
Count the shells, sucker dog!
So I did all the coloring with a free plugin for Video Vegas. It took me forever to like draw on every frame. Jesus. You see I missed a couple of feathers there.
I'm Mitt Romney, and I approve this message.
I also did the voice of Big Bird because I couldn't find any clips of him saying, sure, that sounds like fun. So I just like listened to Big Bird's voice in headphones for like a really long time and like tried to get my voice as close as I could to his voice, and then did the recording, and then I did a slight bit of pitch correction to make it a little more high pitched than I was able to do.
Count again!
Oh, sure. That sounds like fun.
That's me. Moving on. Oh, wait. That has 750 views. This is another Game Grumps animated.
And the guy comes home, and there's a bloody axe he's holding, and there's like a baby, and it's dead from the axe. And he goes, it was an accident. And the wife's like, oh, honey. He just goes, it was an accident. It was an accident. Don't you take the questions!
So I got Ego Raptor and JonTron kind of mixed again there, but this time it was like they were both laughing, so I just showed my marvelous drawing of Ego Raptor in a dress laughing, because I figured I've got to get that in there. I love this drawing of him as a woman. With the little polka dot bow, which will come into play in a little bit. The polka dot bow. So I got it mixed up a little bit, and then the "Don't you take the questions." Obviously, that's JonTron's voice saying it, but I loved this Aaron so much that I didn't want him to appear for just a moment. Where I was like, "Oh, honey," like I felt like it needed to be in there more. Anyway, that said, 1,939 views on this. It didn't take me as long because I actually made this video once before. Before that one, I actually made the same video, but in MS Paint, and I just drew a bunch of pictures in MS Paint and then put them all into Video Vegas and made like an animation that way. And it got kind of a little bit of views, and people were like, "You should do it better, right? I'd like to see this in like a better drawing style because John looks kind of weird, but the Aaron that I did in this one is just, oh my god, it's amazing." So
And the guy comes home,
same joke,
and there's a bloody axe he's holding, and there's like a baby, and it's dead from the axe. And he goes, it was an accident. And the wife's like, oh, honey.
polka dots.
He just goes, it was an accident. It was an accident. Don't you take the questions!
Don't you take the questions. Alright, that one got 897 views before I took it offline. So moving on. So this last video was my most successful video. I'll show you how many views it got after it plays. But also it needs some explanation. It's called Wolverine in 5 seconds, and it's Wolverine Origins, or X-Men Origins Wolverine. And it's not the same thing as 5-second films. So these are two different like types of videos that were blowing up at about the same time. 5-second films is its own thing, and it's absolutely amazing. And it's like a self-contained joke within 5 seconds, right? Like it starts, has a beginning, middle, and end, and like a punchline and everything, all within 5 seconds, and they're always 5 seconds, and they're very strict about being 5 seconds, and they're fantastic. Those are amazing amazing pre-Vine short form video content. It was just perfect for the era because nobody really had like super fast internet connections. So 5 seconds was like perfect bite-sized amount of video content. X, as it came to be called, X in 5 seconds, where in place of X you put any movie title you want. So Spider-Man in 5 seconds, A Few Good Men in 5 seconds, Ace Ventura in 5 seconds. If you could think of a movie that was popular at the time that this meme was going on, there was probably a blank in 5 seconds video for it. And it's basically, you take the essence of that film and condense it down to the smallest amount of time possible. The first ones were 5 seconds, and they were made by a guy in glasses, I think is what his username was. And but then it blew up, and it became like this own like format on its own, and people kept making like their own versions, and so the videos kept getting longer and longer. And there were some that were like 2 minutes long, but most fell within like 15, 20, 30 seconds. And so when I made this one, the meme had already been around for like a long time, and it was kind of on its way out when I made this. But basically, this is Wolverine Origins in 5 seconds, but it's not really 5 seconds. 30 seconds, because you have to, like, as part of the template, you have to have like the opening title of the movie at the beginning, and then the timer really starts. But anyway, you'll see what I mean. X-Men Origins Wolverine in 5 seconds. Five times in that movie, yeah. 5 times in that movie, he screams like that. So I probably could have cut it shorter because like it's 25 seconds basically. But you need the intro at the beginning, so that adds a couple seconds. And then if I were to cut it really, really short, it'd just be and it'd be done. And I felt like you need a little bit more of the context to really feel that emotion that Wolverine's putting out there. So that's why it's longer. But anyway, it's not the same thing as 5 second film. So moving on, it is exactly how many views did that get? 43,393 views. Holy guacamole! So yeah, that's everything on my old YouTube personal account. That's all of them. That's the whole video. I'm gonna go ahead and delete these now. So congratulations on being the last people to ever see this content. I am deleting it so that my students don't find it and then hassle me about why I got such weird stuff on my YouTube channel. So yeah, that's fun. Most of my new kids don't know about The Awesomest. They just know about my personal YouTube channel because they Google me. But there will be a couple of kids, I'm sure, who will leave a comment down below saying, "Hi, Mr. Mark, from your YouTube channel." Hi guys, see you in a couple days. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, as I release new videos every day for the next 8 days. So until next time, keep being awesome. Okay, I want to search for California's in America, Santa Clara. Okay, so we went on Demon. Went on Demon. I forgot how slow this website was. Yay! All right. Did not go on Flight Deck.